Hello everyone, welcome back to the Addicted Bookworm, where my addiction's all over the internet. On this channel I do book hauls, book reviews, both physical and digital media, audiobooks, and so much more. Alright, it is currently, it's like 5 minutes to 7, and I am going to be honest, I do not know how many hours of sleep I got. I know I got more than 6 hours of sleep, but I did my direct deposit like like 9 something, so I think I might have gone to bed shortly after I informed my brother that I had done the direct deposit. Um anyways, yeah, it's something else. It was just something that during my orientation they recommended that we do, was, get on the ball with it and get the direct deposit done. So hopefully that means that my first paycheck um, will be direct deposit into my bank account. If not, Friday I will go and pick up my first check. All right. So, anyways, happy Wednesday. I hope that the beginning of your Wednesday has so far been great. I got a couple things I need to do today. I need to go and pick up something to hold my lunch, because I'm putting my lunch in one of the refrigerators. And tonight I start my first day at work. Yay! What it means for these Kindle reading vlogs is that you will not get them until the nighttime. So yeah, but I will still do them and all that jazz. But I am so super excited, so super excited. My check is not going to suck. The first check of my new job. It's not going to suck. I love it. I'm so stoked about it. My brother's actually going to. I don't know if I said this in one of my other video, but my brother's actually going to go with me, and I'll get me in there and make sure that I get to where I'm supposed to get to. So I hope they don't make him work. I will die. I will die if they make him work. Um. Anyway. Anyways, that will be fun though. That will be fun though. Um. All right. So it's time for another Kindle reading vlog. The episode number is down below. And I did this on my horror channel. I definitely did not do it on this one, but I did finish reading Stephen King's Night Shift, and I did finish reading that Zine. It was like a collection of werewolf short stories, and I gave my review of both the Stephen King and that book, and I did not give the Stephen King book a favorable review. Um, I literally am like, I did not give it a favorable review. I did not. I just, no, I did not. The book of werewolf horror stories, short stories, I did give a 5-star review on Goodreads, because it was just a collection of really good stories. So yesterday, yeah, no, it must have been the day after yesterday, I started the book The Watchers, and was made into a major motion picture. I don't remember the author's name because I don't have my Kindle on, but it's one of those weird stories. Like, I got a sample of it. So what I've decided to do, as somebody who likes to buy ebooks, I don't care if it's on my Nook. I don't care if it's on the Kindle. I'm going to download a sample of the book, and I'm going to do it more on Kindle than on Nook, because Kindle, you can just remove it directly off it. I don't know how you can remove a book from your Nook, or if you're just stuck with it. I have to go into the system and see how that works, or I may have to Google it. But I prefer to get the samples off of Kindle, and if I like it, there's a 50-50 chance I will buy it on Nook, or I will just stick with Kindle and all that. So it's about these, about, I think, this family or group of people, one of the two, that are in this like mountainous area, and I don't even know like what part of America it's in. I mean, it's got to be like up there in like the Appalachian Mountains, or I don't really know. I don't know. And so they're basically they're up there and they're just like barely surviving, and the one of the female characters talks about the Watchers. You know, the Watchers are watching us. Um, and you get a kind of a feeling that this is something that's been going on for quite some time. um, and she talks about like they have a place where they keep their supplies. um, and talk about how how you can't risk infection because we don't have medical supplies for that. And I am sitting there at the table at the orientation during, I believe it was the 30-minute break. I'm eating. No, it might have been my 15-minute break. One of the two. All I know is I'm eating my White Castle because they have a vending machine in the cafeteria where you can buy things like White Castle and all that stuff. And you're like, why the... I'm sitting there and I'm saying a really low tone because there's like a couple people around me. I'm like, how the hell do you not have medical supplies? Like, I just did not... it came out of my mouth. I'm like, why? Why don't you have medical supplies? Why don't you have medical supplies? So it's a really weird book, and I'm on chapter 15. I finished chapter 14 right when everybody was coming back in. So I hurried up and saved it and like turned off my Kindle, and I'm like, why the fuck do you not have medical supplies? I wasn't thinking about that when I was doing this. Because I literally was so like, what the hell? Like I said, it is a weird book. And then they have a sequel to it, which I will say, I'm eyeing that sequel. I'm eyeing that sequel a lot. So I also got off of Kindle Unlimited The Creeper, which is weird. What I'm basically doing is I'm like typing up like horror stories like Kindle Unlimited, and The Creeper was on there, and I was like, okay, that looks pretty good. So I got that one, and then I picked up Hexappeal, which is a collection of short urban fantasy books written by like Jim Butcher and Green and all those authors. So I am going to be reading that book when I finish The Watchers. The Creeper I'm actually going to read next month. So yeah, I'm going to read that book next month. I also read I read like 4 chapters of The Blade Itself, the first book by Abercrombie. So I had that as a Kindle Unlimited. I liked it so much. I bought the licensing to it, and yeah. So I was very happy about that. And I also got the other 2. Weird thing happened yesterday. I was on my phone because I wanted to see what dumb people were doing in the world, and there was a court case that I didn't even know about, and it has a lot. Oh, it deals with Apple, but it actually went over into like Samsung, because I got Samsung. So one of the things that that we're told by Google Play is that you cannot buy your ebooks from the app. You can't buy it from the app. That's not the Kindle store. You cannot buy it because, see, the Kindle store is controlled by Apple. But not Apple. So take that back. It could also be that way. It could depend on So when you download the Kindle app from Play Store, you're basically told that you cannot purchase ebooks from the Kindle store. I don't know if this applies to the physical books, because I mainly use the computer to buy physical books. But so now I know you can check out. So you can add physical books to your cart and then you can check out that way. But so ebooks, you could not buy ebooks or download samples of ebooks or any of that type of stuff off of the Kindle app, because that's generally where people go for their Kindle books. If their Kindle is not hooked up to the internet, they will do it through their phone. You were not allowed to do that. You were not allowed to do that at all. So apparently what happened was the judge ruled that was illegal. That Apple was not obeying a judge's order, so the judge basically said that Kindle ebooks, you can buy them through the Kindle app. So apparently what happened was, once the judge made this decision, Amazon unlocked that, or I think it was Play Store unlocked that ability. So apparently the ability was there, but they had just locked it out. And now with this judge's order, you can go ahead and buy your ebooks from the Kindle store on your phone. So I actually don't know if that applies to. It definitely, take it back. It will definitely go over to Barnes & Noble, but personally, I just buy my ebooks off of the. If I'm buying, sorry guys, I got heartburn. If I'm buying ebooks for my Nook, I just buy it off the Nook, which has always been legal. It's always been allowed. But anyways, this is great because if I'm kind of like about ready to go, I'm like 15-20 minutes away from having to clock in, and I see a book that I really want, and I look at it and I know I've got the money, I can go ahead and buy it. And then when on my break, I can link my Kindle to my phone, and it can download. So yes, so that was interesting that happened, that I discovered last night. But yeah, so that just makes everything a lot easier for people that are still attached to their Kindle, they're attached to their Nook. Though I will say once again, I buy my ebooks for my Nook on the Nook. But yeah, so anyways, that was interesting. So I don't know when I'm going to be done with the Watchers, but I'm like I said, I'm enjoying the book, and that's because I'm enjoying it, I spent my money well. Alright, I will end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed this dispopulated video of me having my little medical issues. Heartburn. God, I hate heartburn. But I did have a good night last night. I did not have acid reflux, which sucks. Alright, I will see you guys around. Bye.